Greetings, friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you have been here before, or welcome if it's your first time visiting. Don't worry, I will be popping on briefly a bit later in this video, and this is going to be a short, more or less summation with reference to the Karen Reed case, the trial, because I understand it is going to the jury, or by the time you see this video, it may already be in deliberations. And what I wanted to do today was to bring you some of my psychic takeaways from this case, from what I've learned over the past couple of weeks or so that I have been reading the energy around this case. And I want to say that two words have come into my mind that I've heard clairaudiently with respect to this case that I think would aptly sum it up. And those words are mob mentality. This case is clearly a case of mob mentality having gone awry. Now, I do intend to shuffle right now and get some messages to come out from this deck, but my friends, there has been nothing but, in my opinion, absurdities that we have been forced to listen to, ridiculous notions that have been put forth by the Commonwealth to take the place of something that could be the truth, that we are supposed to take as fact, that have basically only, in my opinion, proven that the McAlbert 8 and their fellow cohorts within the law enforcement department, the troopers and so forth, have only shown themselves to be manipulators of the facts. They have not been truthful. They have been cunning. They have been calculating. And they have not been showing the facts as they were and as they are in this case with respect to how Officer John O'Keefe lost his life. And so right now we've got passion ignited, new beginnings, and material and spiritual prosperity. And what I wanted to look at with these cards today is where the universe sees that we are seated at this current moment with the energy after all has been said and done. I have pulled so many cards with respect to Proctor, the troopers, the law enforcement, the McAlberts, Colin, Karen, John, all of the players. But what does the universe see at this moment in time? This could be speaking to a potential outcome. I'm not looking at the jury's energy right now. I'm looking at what the universe is seeing from its perspective as both sides of this case has rested. What I'm hearing right now from these cards is that we can look forward to a new beginning with reference to this case, because I am aware that there is a federal investigation either ongoing at this moment or that will be taking place with respect to how John O'Keefe died. And we are ready to see some new beginnings, some new evidence. And on the heels of everything we have learned, a new passion has begun to burn. Feel very strongly that this passion is coming from the people who want the actual truth to come out and be told. Not the stories, not the fabrications, not the smoke and mirrors game that the prosecution has been playing with us all along. So there has been a passion, material and spiritual prosperity. Prosperity coming from within, guys. I feel as though so many of us have been stripped of the right to believing in that which is logical and reasonable. We have been made to feel depleted because of everything that the prosecution talked about during these weeks. We've been searching for something that was sensible, logical. And now it's time for that prosperity to make itself known in material form, perhaps with evidence that is true and just, and with us to align our spirits with the facts as they truly played out and not as they have been manipulated by the prosecution in this case. That is what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing, guys. That is what I'm hearing. Material, okay, material harvest. Material harvest. So we are getting close to that material gain of what we seek. And what we have been seeking is justice for Officer O'Keefe and for Miss Reed. Justice. True and complete justice. And with the 9, we are nearly at seeing that happen. So could this be leaning into the jury's judgment, their ruling? I don't know. I don't know. Because right now, because my objective during this reading is to simply put a cap on what we have learned thus far, now that all of the so-called evidence has been presented. Disruption. So disruption would talk about the tower. So we've got number 16, the 6 and the 1. Could there be 7 jurors right now that are feeling that things are about to fall down around them? I have to tell you guys that there has been some inkling inside of myself that has been concerned with jurors feeling pressure from the mob mentality that has been rampant in this case. I hope and pray that this disruption in justice does not come from anyone rendering their vote against what they truly believe as a result of feeling swayed in any way, shape, or form by the mob mentality. And you guys know who the mobs are here. Not only the McAlbert 8, but all the other little players involved. The Nagels and the Colin Alberts and all of those players and all of those people who, if you were to walk down the streets of Canton right now, they'd be throwing their weight around, because I have heard the term bullying coming to mind over the past several days. These are bullies. Every single last one of them are bullies. Financial and material changes. So we're talking again in the material here. Material manifestation. Financial manifestation. So I truly hope that the jury at this moment in time is ready to set aside any concerns they might have about anything to their status changing. I know that these jurors, I believe that they are local people to this area. I do hope that nothing financial has gone on behind the scenes to sway any of the jury members. I do feel right now very strongly as though the defense most definitely did prove reasonable doubt. I'm feeling very strongly that they did. But with this mob mentality being as strong as it is, has it permeated the walls of that courtroom and that juror box? Has it permeated that juror box? So whatever the result is right now is in destiny. It is what the universe intended for the results of this case. So I do see something coming full circle for Miss Reed. And because there is light emanating from this destiny, I'm hoping that it is the freedom that she deserves. the freedom that she deserves. But again, you know, at this point in time, guys, anything could change. But the mob mentality around the players in this case, the witnesses that the prosecution paraded on the stand. All right, we've got fulfillment of wishes. That's a good thing. That's a good sign. Coming right up after destiny, the fulfillment of wishes. The wishes coming from Karen Reed and her team. Will they be fulfilled? Awareness, awareness, mental awareness, acuity. I like that sign. And harmony, and harmony. So what I'm getting right now, what I'm hearing is that the destiny will be harmonious. In that, in one way, shape, or form, there will be an answer that will align well with Karen and John's spirits. That they will both receive the justice that they deserve. And that Karen's name will hopefully be cleared. If not with this jury, with one to come. But I am hearing that there is an awareness. There is an awareness right now from this jury of the fact that things have not been proven. That the state has not proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt. There is an awareness from the jury. Is it from all of the jury members collectively? I don't know, because this disruption concerns me a little bit. I'm sorry for the glare. Let me move the light here, guys. But we do have material harvesting, things coming into fruition for us, destiny, fulfillment of wishes, new beginnings, an awareness from the people around, the people whose voices matter most right now for Karen Reed and for her case. But I just wanted to come on quickly and tell you guys that I keep hearing from my guides that the mob mentality in this case was huge. It was huge. Will it be enough to knock down the jurors? Will it be enough to sway the jurors in this case against Karen Reed, against her receiving the destiny that she is owed from the Commonwealth and from all the people in the area who have spoken out against her without true justification? These messages are coming from the divine, not from my ego. They're coming from the divine. I am hoping right now that the awareness and the new passion that's going to be ignited on the heels of this case will lead to not only to justice, guys, but to the players that are in this mob and around this mob, and to concocted this false narrative to mislead a jury and to mislead the public and to frame an innocent woman, that something more will come of it, because I am hearing that new passion will be ignited. Number one, new passion, new awareness around the truth to this case. And so for whatever it's worth, I do feel that a new beginning is awaiting. Not only awaiting Karen with the fulfillment of wishes for her, but for everyone who has been tuned in intuitively and from a place of intelligence and reason, and has been able to see through the absurdities that the prosecution has insisted that we swallow, because they have been nothing less than absurd. I'm going to pull one final card for this summation reading, and we're going to leave it at that for the time being. I'm being told, look beneath. Look beneath. Moving on, guys. Moving on. The 6. So we will be moving on. Whatever form that takes, moving on. And I believe that this means that this case will not end here. This case will not end here is what I'm hearing. So the federal case will be commencing. We'll continue moving on to bring the people who are truly responsible, to bring their names to light, to show the truth as it factually and actually is. So there will be movement going forward after this case has been resolved in one way, shape, or form. So that's what I'm getting, guys. I wanted to come along with that message of the mob mentality because that is all I've been hearing over the past several days as I have been studying and listening to my guides with what final message they want to deliver as this case goes to the jury. So do keep your thoughts positive. Let's hope that any disruption that comes about right now is toward the right people, and that this is a disruption of the prosecution's case and nothing further than that. All right, guys, don't leave just yet. I have a collective card pull coming up right now. Let's get into it. All right, my friends, I told you that you would see me. For those of you who mentioned that you like the face-to-face, I'm not going to do away with it. Absolutely not. What I think I'm going to do, and thank you so much to everyone who weighed in with their thoughts and opinions. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to do so. In my last video, I asked for some of your advice, your feedback, your thoughts, and you delivered. So thank you so much. I do still intend to let you see me, but perhaps sometimes it'll be a quick 1 minute or less intro. Perhaps it'll come at the end of the readings or somewhere in the middle, but I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm not going anywhere. So this card that fell is for you guys. Guys, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Number 7. Whatever it is that is going on in your lives right now, this is a collective message for each one of you out there that are watching right now. Each one of you. The universe wants you to know that whatever it is you are going for, stand your ground. Whatever it is that you know to be true and right, if someone is fighting you and they're telling you that you're wrong, stand your ground. I think this is collective for each one of us that believes in the power of the truth. We all need to stand our ground right now, because there could be rhetoric coming from different sources right now that want to silence you and me. They might want to come into your life, and perhaps not even with respect to this case, but with something else that you're going through. What is it that you're going through right now, guys? That you are being called upon to rise to the occasion. Because that is what you need to do. You need to stand tall. Raise that mighty, mighty belief in your heart that you know to be true. And let it shine. Because whatever this is that wants to darken your spirit and mine right now will not get away with doing so. Because we're in it to win it, guys. You're in it to win it, whether it be this case at some point in time, hopefully now, hopefully sooner than later, but we're in it to win it, guys. And we will stay with this until we see that result happen. But if it isn't this case for you, someone or something is trying to darken the light that you have within. Do not allow them to do so. Stand your ground firmly and strongly. Know your power. Be in it. Wield it. And know that the universe has your back, now and always. All right, my friends, that is going to do it for this reading. As I mentioned in my last video, I've got some stuff going on this week that might prevent me from coming on as often as I want to. That is just temporary. Trust me when I tell you I am going to be as engaged as I possibly can with this outcome of this trial. And if I cannot bring you a full-length video after this one for the next few days to week, I will try to pop on with a short. So make sure that you look for my shorts as well. All right, guys, and let's combine our forces for good, because we know what side of justice we're on. We know it, guys. We've been on it all along. We've known it all along. The messages have been dropping all along. So let's stand our ground. Let's stand our ground. If you haven't as of yet subscribed to this channel, please take a moment now and do so. Give this video a thumbs up, comment, share, and stick around, stay close, and as always, guys, above all, be blessed.